Welcome, Yumi, to Titan Talks. It is fantastic to have you here today. Of course, you've been working with Titan for quite some time, and we are so delighted that you are a Salesforce MVP for 2024. Congratulations again. Why don't you start off by sharing your Salesforce journey? Where did you come from? How did you get into Salesforce?
Yeah, I've been working with Salesforce for 10 years now after the university, but as an accidental admin, I was looking for a job. I was ready to do anything, and I found a job with Salesforce admin role. I didn't even know what Salesforce was. I got accepted, and then I loved the product, and I wanted to learn more about it and improve myself. And I came till today. So I'm originally from Turkey, Istanbul. So that's where I started working with Salesforce. Then I moved to Israel, and I'm working as a senior Salesforce solution architect at a Salesforce partner, consulting partner. And that's it, actually. That's my journey till today.
And we love your website, Salesforce Time, that blog we published there. Tell us about that initiative, which gives so much back to the community.
Almost 4 years ago, my wife was learning to build websites for her job, not related to me. And she gave me this idea to have a blog, and she built Salesforce Time for me. So all the credits go to her. Then I started writing blog posts about Flow because I was the Flow guy. Like from the beginning, that was the product that I loved most about Salesforce. And I trusted myself, my Flow knowledge. So I decided writing blog posts about Flow. I didn't know that it was going to be the one and only automation tool. So by coincidence, it happened and it affected my website in a very good way. I'm really happy with the feedback that I'm receiving. And for those who don't know, Salesforce Time is a website/blog about Flow mostly. I'm publishing some other content from time to time as well.
And what is it that you love so much about Flow as a product?
Actually, I don't have a developer background. I know a little bit how to write code, but I never worked as a developer. So the thing that I loved most about Flow is that it's giving me the powers of developers, and I can do almost anything by myself without any code.
And tell me, you're obviously an MVP this year, as we mentioned. Is that something you expected? Is that something you've been working towards, or was that a surprise?
I mean, it was my dream to be an MVP. I'm actually trying to be active and contribute to the community as much as I can, and in many ways, actually. So first of all, I'm writing blog posts, as we said, and they are getting a lot of attention and page views. I also have a course on Udemy about Flow, and I just reached 2,000 students, and I won the Flow Fest 2 years ago. Then I started to write the challenges and be the judge for the next editions of the Flow Fest. I think I'm also very active on LinkedIn and some Slack groups. I'm trying to answer all the messages that I get, and I really like to help people. Also, I'm speaking at some webinars, Dreaming events. For example, this May, I will fly to Prague to be a guest speaker at Czech Dreaming. And lastly, I'm also SME for credentials. Like I'm helping Salesforce to write questions for certification exams. So if we think of all of these, I wanted to be an MVP, and I think these are important for being an MVP. And thanks to whoever that nominated me and voted for me. And I'm happy that they chose me as an MVP.
Wonderful. And it sounds like you're involved in so many exciting community initiatives and events, not obviously just your wonderful blog. With that said, what do you think you love the most about the Salesforce community after this many years?
I think the Salesforce community is like a family. Everybody is helping to each other, including me. So I know that if I have a question, if I cannot find an answer on Google or somewhere, I know that if I write it to a community of Salesforce, I know that I can get an answer from someone, and there are many people willing to help me and jump on a call to help me. Salesforce call it Ohana. I believe it means family. So I really think that it's like a family that people are trying to help each other.
I get that a lot from so many passionate trailblazers. I've only been in the community a couple of years, but from what I experience, it's very open, very collaborative. And as you say, a family, people want to help you. And if you don't know something, people aren't trying to shut you out. They're actually trying to say, look, I was there too, and I can help you get there. And I think that's really special about this community. So thanks for sharing that. In conclusion, I'd like to find out, what do you think is going to happen in the Salesforce ecosystem this year? We've obviously seen major transformation since AI has came on the scene. We've seen a whole bunch of rollouts. And what are your predictions for 2024 in Salesforce?
Yeah, I think AI is a very popular topic right now. And it's not just about Salesforce. Like, it's the most popular topic in the IT world.
For sure.
And I think many companies are building their own AI tools. This is what I see. And also Salesforce has a new AI tool called Einstein Copilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a like customizable and conversational generative AI assistant for CRM. And it also uses your data, your Salesforce data, and it can answer your questions. It can just summarize the content or do some tasks, automate tasks on behalf of the user. And it can even build flows. But I can also say that I see it from ChatGPT or any other AI tools. They do a great job, but I think you cannot 100% trust them. Like, in the future, okay, we will use AI tools maybe to build flows, okay, but we will still need the admins, the consultants, implementers to modify those flows. You cannot just ask AI tool to create a flow and that's it. Like, I'm not sure if it will follow the best practice. Also, I'm trying to focus on some workarounds on my blog, some use cases that are not too common. So I don't think that any AI tool will do some tricks. No, they will just follow like common use cases and that's it. I think we cannot expect many creative things from flows that built by AI.
I tend to agree with you. I think AI is transforming the way we work. I think it's a great place to start. I'm personally in the content space, and what I find is it makes a lot of things much faster, but you certainly can't accept the stuff that it churns out. Otherwise, everything is robotic and content isn't that enriching. And I think the same goes for Salesforce flows, as you mentioned. If you've got nobody kind of overseeing it, no one curating it, then it's not going to be as good. No, but it may help speed up the processes, get the ball rolling, and I think ultimately allow humans to do what humans do best, fine-tune things rather than doing so much, manual work. That's my take.
Yeah, I think so. I see people are asking if AI will replace us, but I think it will never happen. Like, it can maybe save some time. Maybe it can reduce the time that we are working on a flow, let's say. But I think we will always need a human fixing, let's say, the flows that AI built. We cannot just give it to AI and that's it.
This has been an amazing conversation, Yumi. It's an absolute pleasure to spend time with you. And thank you for what you're doing in the community. And of course, we're going to continue the dynamic partnership between Salesforce Time and Titan.
Yeah, sure. Thank you too.